Hello, everyone. This is episode 130 Background Noise, and I'm happy right now. There's not a single thing that is frustrating me in my life at this point.
Everything is frustrating.
Oh my god, so audience, you watching this, you're like, oh, it's just background noise, yay. This is attempt number 3 today. So I hope this goes off without a hitch, So I'm just gonna jump in and not tell you about my life story. So we have 3 people on the podcast. It's sick. It's dope. This is his second time being on the podcast. We have Minish Nick, good friend of ours.
Woo.
Yeah.
Fellow Rocket League player.
Didn't believe that he was on the podcast once before I linked it to him. To be fair, we're on episode 130 and it was episode 8. So
that's what, almost 3 years ago?
Actually, yeah, it's at least 2.5, right?
Yeah,
it
2.5.
2.5. Because 2 years is 104.
Because I remember when you started it, and it was about, just about when we were getting out of high school. Yeah.
I think I might have started in, junior year. I think it was junior year.
It was either at the end of junior
year
or the middle of senior. It was middle of senior.
What's middle senior?
Yeah. It might have been. Because I was legitimately salty that you didn't invite me to more podcasts.
Oh man, I'm sorry, dude.
I got over it after a while. I was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah. See, the issue that's happened with a few people before, and it's I had no idea these people actually wanted to do the podcast. I would have them on once, and they wouldn't ever be like, hey, I want to be on this podcast again. They would just kind of be like, yo, that was fun. Be like, all right. Can't tell if you're being passive aggressive or not. Yeah, dude. The reason I still do this is because I think it's fun. It's fun to grab people, put them in a call or whatever, and talk about random things and kill each other every now and then.
Yeah, you gotta have your kill.
Have the occasional roast fest. You gotta do what you gotta do. As I assign tally marks, dude, I will never give up on this tally mark thing. It's the most useless time I've ever spent in my entire life. But I legit have. I've talked about some podcasts before. I have a notebook that I keep how many times people have been on the podcast in it.
Really?
Dude, yeah, I kept tally marks.
Cool,
dude, this is going on for such a long time. I actually had a list. And then episode 90, right before episode 98, I would say, I made the new list because instead of having 97 tally marks for myself, I decided to make a new list.
That's fair.
Yeah, because, dude, I could count them out right now and, tell you guys how long you've been on. Nick, I know yours is 2.
Get out of here.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, do it. That's cool.
Alright, let's see. I know Nathan's is a really high number. Just gonna throw that out there. Let's see. You've been on a total of 17 times, Ryan.
Oh wow,
it's a lot of podcasts.
Not as much as
not as much as Nathan, dude. Hold up. This is gonna take a minute.
A little bit above 80, I think.
You are correct, my good sir.
Wow.
It is 87. 87.
Almost 90. Huh?
Dude, you're gonna be the first in the 90 club. So without a doubt, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Yeah, Nathan's been on the most, more than anyone else by a good margin, I'm gonna guess.
Even Jacob and Mark?
So Jacob has been on. So you gotta keep in mind, okay, so during when Jacob was a host of the show, he was number 1. He had gone, something the first 50 shows without missing one.
Wow. Alright, that's impressive.
Yeah, and then, he was by far the only host that never really, wasn't here. Cat! Yeah, I'm looking at you, Cat. Because,
Cat, where's the cat?
Metaphorically and...
staring at the box.
Yeah, there's a box right here. I can kick it. And, I just don't want to disturb her. She might be asleep or dead.
Schrodinger's cat, literally.
Yeah,
or Rachel.
I don't know. Schrodinger's Rachel, yeah. It's like, I don't know what's going on inside that box, because I could open it and she could be like, meow, and like, yo, what are you doing? Let me sleep, human. Or I could open it and I could see dead cat.
Oh dear Lord.
I'd be like, wow, what's a dead cat in box? I need to get rid of
Get
this.
rid of the evidence.
Because I just have I have a dead cat in a box in my room. How awkward would that be? You know, you think it would smell, right? Like, I would have picked up on the smell if the cat was dead.
No.
Of a dead cat that's been in the box since probably last Saturday.
Old man cooking the cat.
Dude, right? Like, we actually did.
Yeah, I was.
That was kind of sketchy.
I remembered because I was like, I've seen this thing
Act people.
everywhere for some odd reason. I don't know why. This is pretty damn creepy.
I got you.
But I see it, and then I found out the name. I'm like, it makes so much sense.
Well, that's why. It's really creepy.
A very famous actor was in it. What is it? I cannot remember his name. He was the man who played Gandalf.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, Ian McKellen.
Yeah, okay, it was Ian McKellen. I could not.
I don't know his name.
Sure, and I wasn't gonna
But
throw
like,
out a
I know
name.
you're talking about, for sure.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Ex-Nazi.
I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Yes! Yeah, it was Ian McKellen, but he wasn't he like a German, though? He was like an ex-Nazi,
Yes.
right? And like, he was
training.
training the kid basically to be a Nazi, because the kid wanted it to be.
Our
Like,
English teacher was a little messed up.
and they try to kill a
that
guy.
good way.
Book.
That had to be for.
Yeah, and like,
I'm pretty sure that was senior year.
yeah.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't.
What year was that? It probably was.
Roach.
That was. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
you were in my senior year English.
No, I don't think we
No,
were.
junior maybe. Who was your junior year English
well, yeah,
teacher?
because we were both in Harvey's class 4th year. So we had
Huh,
like.
were we
you
in
were
the same
like,
class
morning
then?
Class, and I was in the afternoon class.
No, I'm starting to think we weren't. We just both saw the movie.
For English 4. You didn't? I swear. Then I guess they were all
For
watching
what?
it at the same time.
I didn't have Harvey
Yeah.
for English for. I had him for introduction to screenwriting. It must have been the English
Oh,
class
like
that's
you
doing
were
it,
this
because I
one.
had
Was it Heather?
I don't remember her name. She was like a
It really
class
wasn't.
representative. Miss Heater, I think her name was, right?
That
Heater
is
or
a
something
good
like that.
combo.
I don't know. It's not that important. But like, cause I had Mark and Ryan Kennedy in my class.
That's
And,
insane.
You know, so
Those
I
are
know
good
they're
marks.
best
It's
classes in
great.
math, but I could say I had a class where I got a better average in both of them. I'm taking it.
It's English.
Right? So, like, let's go!
You cared so much.
Smarter than these kids in
less
this class.
than them that you got a better grade.
It was that they didn't care. But I guess my not
I
caring
mean, that's
was
how you
better
do it.
than their not caring.
Seriously though.
Dude, so like I didn't care, but I still got
Yeah.
an A.
I miss it, honestly. I kind of miss.
That's how
just
high school
hanging
worked,
out with
though.
all my
Like
friends.
honestly, that was high school. Enjoy high school, last Nathan.
Is that what I felt?
Yeah. I literally like patted my microphone as I said that. Like, don't know why. Just kind of felt it was appropriate. Yeah. Yep. Glad he felt it. He's like, oh, I felt a pat. I just didn't understand. I looked around, didn't see anyone, and I was upset that I thought Chance had broken into my house. Yeah. Because it's unfortunate, Nathan, you had to play the on straight card eventually.
Well, I mean, when you say it, yeah, then
Yeah.
it's obvious.
Yeah. Chance might have been crushing on Nathan at some point. It was very
passion.
obvious during the podcast because he would say it. I mean, like, yeah, right? It's like, kind of. I got you. It's a passion of his
But,
power
everyone-
wellness, you know.
But we know. We know.
We know better.
Dude, like,
We don't
so
believe
the worst part is
Give up.
that he says he's a top,
And yourself, yeah.
I don't believe him. Chance, if you're watching this, I don't believe you. No, don't, dude. You're lying to me, and all of us, and yourself.
Indeed.
The most importantly, yourself.
I'll be right back.
So can I send one of you on a mission real fast? All right, Ryan, you're the volunteer. Steve looks pretty lonely up there. See if he wants in on this fest.
User joined your channel.
Now that guy's gone, what a dork.
I went to go into the channel.
Yeah.
Moved the channel
No, but,
up
Ryan's a
slightly.
cool guy. Yeah, he's on a mission real fast to save Skynet.
Oh
well, I guess it's not in alphabetical order anymore.
That's pretty funny.
Here's an alphabetical order, Tony.
Oh man. So what do you mean it's not in alphabetical order? It's all in alphabetical order. I put the games in alphabetical order after you left, Steve, the one day. Cause you're like you guys all went to hang out and I'm sick, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Alright, you know, it's the four people that normally would have been in the TeamSpeak. Yeah, so Steve is now on the show, and I have to give him a timer. Alright, I'm gonna find your name, Steve.
3 seconds.
Give you a timer. So hold up, just let me do the timer first, Ryan.
I'm gonna say
you impatient person.
either 4 or 5.
Alright, yeah. Steve, how many podcasts do you think
How
you've
wrong?
been on? Let's play that game.
That was my next guess.
No, it wasn't.
What if I told you we were wrong? You've been on 7 podcasts.
Do it. Don't believe him.
that was actually your first guess, but you didn't want to be right because we know you can make Skynet one day.
It's gonna happen.
He always like says, "Why do you
Steve,
say
we're
you
telling
make
you, it's gonna
Skynet?" It's 'cause that's why, Steve.
Whether you like it or not.
You
We're not. In this
can't hide it from us.
We'll
we
be
know.
like the first Terminators, so it's okay.
You know, I don't think we're helping ourselves here at all by telling him about
We
it.
die in terror.
Yeah, you know, just like
Quick
when you're
death or
destroying
slow death,
humanity,
whatever
you know,
choose.
maybe let's leave us to the less.
Yeah,
Just
I'd say a little
Yeah.
like difference.
or kill us first, one of the two. You know, I'm totally down for the slow death, honestly.
You're not wrong.
You know, because, like, alright, if we're the last humans, man, dude, think about all the cool things you do. You can drive any car
I
you
agree
want,
completely. He doesn't need it anymore. He's dead.
right? You can just go anywhere and be like, yo, Mr. Jefferson down the road had a Ferrari, let's go. I'm taking the Ferrari.
You mean the guy with the
And
cats?
then, he's dead. He's the
Like,
first
I thought you were
gun.
the guy with the cats.
Like, Steve asked
Yes.
us, people on our hit list, I said Mr. Jefferson,
My
and he's
cats would
gone.
be in Schrodinger's box.
Dead. Shh, we're not actually sure.
Exactly.
So we don't
Would
know
Skynet
whether
kill the cat? Does the cat
Skynet
destroy...
killed the cat or let the cat live. So it's just
Like,
a
does cat
never-ending
beats- Yeah, does
process
cat
until
beat
we open
Skynet?
the box. Or is it like
Human
wait?
Skynet
Time out.
cat
Is this like a
beats
game of rock
Skynet.
paper scissors? Real fast. Human Skynet cat. Cat beats Skynet. Skynet beats human, and human beats the cat.
Her and
Yeah,
the cat
guess
kind.
Yep. So all right, we need Cat back on the podcast because
Yeah,
she's our only hope to beat Skynet.
I mean, at that point, then I would
Yeah.
call anarchy.
Yeah, because she's a real cat, right? She's not like a
It's-
human
it's
pretending to be
spewing
cat at all, right?
Hydroxide.
not possible.
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
recovery.
See, because like I'm a gigantic ant that's into the computer.
We all didn't notice it.
Fuck you.
Yes, Ryan.
I mean, it also scares people away, so there's no lines.
Yeah, I mean like these. Steve, Nick, and Ryan all know me in real life, and it's quite awkward walking around with a gigantic ant. I'm like a bodyguard.
Yeah, they were firing some fireworks in my.
It's not like too
neighborhood.
tough looking. It's just
Tony,
like
you
who
realize
says
that
Ant.
fireworks for July 4th
Dude,
is
someone's
going
doing
off right now,
fireworks in
right?
my back.
My
I'm
mom
like,
did
I don't
ask
know
me to
what's
come
going
with
on.
you, but I'm on the podcast.
My parents were going up, and I.
Too bad.
It's July 2nd, man. But it's July 2nd,
Whoa,
man. That's
bro.
2 days early.
It's a problem everyone
man,
deals
dude,
with, Nick. You have
Dude,
to
that's
just
what we
let it
call
happen.
premature ejaculation
Whoa,
right now.
bro.
It's July 2nd and the fireworks are going off. The same, man. It's true.
Oh!
Oh snap!
You have to understand, Dick.
Cardboard cutout doesn't have that problem.
it happens to some people. I'm not gonna say Mark. So we're just gonna keep going with the. No, that did not happen to Mark. It just felt like yeah, exactly. But Mark is also not here in the podcast, so I'm gonna make fun of him. So we covered the cat making
And
fun
we
of.
did
We
talk
covered
about
the
Jordan.
Mark making fun of. Who else can we make fun of?
Fair.
Jacob.
All right. We made fun of Chance already as well. I did make. I'm gonna consider making fun of Jordan.
Yeah! You're right.
Jacob. Yeah, Jacob. What can we say? No, we don't even say his name. That counts. Yeah, it's like.
That damn potato.
What can we say about Jacob? Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I think he definitely.
There we go.
is
We're just done.
in all
We're done.
seriousness.
Yeah.
Oh, we can make fun of
No,
It
Dave.
concerns me.
No, he's fine.
He's an
He spends
alcoholic.
all of his money in alcohol.
Yeah, his main focus in life now is just to have enough money for
He-
booze.
He just spends all of his money in alcohol,
God,
and
he's
he's
about to
always
go to
drunk when we
college.
talk to him. That doesn't mean anything.
He's about to go to college. Or uni.
This is horrible. Why are we talking about this right now?
Yeah.
You know, so you know how like a really innocent person,
reality
right,
hits him in the face.
goes to college and becomes
Yeah,
a party
they
animal?
realize how hard these classes
What if
I
the party animal goes to
never
college and becomes an innocent
goes
person?
to
What if it's like a full
Um,
flip around? Well, full 180.
You know, leaves the house and goes to college.
Yeah.
He's gonna go
180.
fucking nuts.
Please, I want to see
Yeah.
that so bad. You have no idea how bad I want
Like
to see
college,
that. I
college.
just want to see him.
Does he just not try
You got
it?
the university.
balls
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Oh my god, that would be so amazing.
That's just the theory I have.
I can see
you
that
know what?
actually.
I'm gonna agree with him on this theory.
I've had this. Me and my dad have literally been discussing this for years that he's gonna do this.
Wait, but he's in Europe by himself right now.
Now, I don't
Very
think by himself.
possible, honestly.
Yes, he's by himself right now.
No, I think his family just decided to take the week with him.
No, but he's there a
He'll be
week by himself.
fine.
He's there for like 3 weeks, and
No,
he
no,
goes a
no.
week by himself.
They extended a week. They
Oh,
extended
did
the
they?
trip a week. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
This is the second time doing that, technically.
Oh,
He
so
went to
it's...
Tank Fest, so you're not wrong.
Wait, I was just saying Miguel in Europe by himself? What? Dude,
So,
like,
yeah,
he's
they
gonna
actually
steal
came up
tank.
With a terrible thing.
He's already done it.
No,
I don't like that.
You guys shred your wallet.
Steve's making
before you go
Skynet,
to-
Miguel's taking the
Because
tanks.
if you keep one card in the same slot all the time, the number on the card actually imprints.
No,
on the
not
inside
Skynet,
of
not
the wallet,
Skynet,
and
not
somebody
Skynet.
Can theoretically steal your credit card.
Oh,
Good thing I don't have a
God.
credit card.
Why are you helping people steal stuff?
Yeah, now you
on
just gave them
YouTube,
the idea.
Steve?
No, burn it, Tony. Just burn it.
Yeah, burning would work.
Oh. Steve, why would you give anyone that idea? I'll be right back. I'm going to do them.
So, guys, I'm buying 3 printing materials right now.
No,
Does anyone more
I'm taking other
parts?
people's wallet, Ryan.
My fucking motherboard blew up.
Make sure you buy hot pink spools.
I don't need hot pink spools, Nick.
Yes, you do.
Why?
If Skynet will succeed, you need hot
Ooh.
pink.
Actually, I was buying
He's not wrong.
dark gray.
No, Steve. Why would you buy dark gray? You need hot pink.
You know, I'm just gonna throw this out there. As the expert of color on the podcast here, I'm gonna agree with Nick. Yeah, I think you need to go hot pink for everything. Just your entire life needs to go hot pink, Steve. Even dye your hair hot pink. You know, get like those fake contacts that are colored hot pink. Dye your skin hot pink. Paint your nails hot pink. What your car, just dump it in a tub of paint that happens to be hot pink. You know, anything else you can think of? Hot pink.
Was my idea.
It's a great idea, I know. I just came up with it.
I'm actually buying light gray because I
came up with it off Nick's idea. Good idea, Nick. Ryan, you cannot take credit for... Okay, you can have credit. Yeah, go ahead. I agree, yeah. Gray is totally the color you need. No matter what you bought, it'd be gray. For me, at least. Well, that's enough of that.
Connection lost.
Podcast, hello. My internet, hello. Hello, internet. Hello. Hello, internet. Internet, hello. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my internet decided to kill itself. Like a,
Connected.
Yeah, let's just... It's not a good analogy.
Hold on, Hydro.
Dude, I feel
Let's skip
so
that
bad for
analogy.
you right now
That's
that this
not
keeps
the analogy
happening.
we're gonna use. My internet decided to go poof like a magician and then return. Hi!
Oda, packet loss.
Hey man, I'm back. It's like,
Okay,
my
Tony, I'm
computer
just gonna
said
start
poof,
taking down your IP,
and then I reappeared.
and putting
Oh,
it
I
in a
already
text
started.
file.
I
you start-
am
I already started
a magician.
that.
Does it change?
I'm gonna check it right now.
Okay. Alright, so while my internet decided to poof, what we're gonna do is I have a line of topics here, you know? Just like cool little topics that I haven't read since I made them 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we want to talk about? Oh, so totally. This is something that I wanted to save actually to have Brian and Nathan on a podcast. This topic, because you guys are
Comic
more
knowledge?
like comic knowledge, I guess. I would say is like you guys. You'd say you have
I
some
would
good
say
comic
it's
knowledge, Nathan,
decent.
right? Yeah, like comic book knowledge, like of like Marvel, DC, stuff like that. Decent, like, okay, that's enough. I accept. So like, I decided to think of like, all right, so it could be a Marvel, DC character, or it could be some other universe somewhere.
Deadpool.
What hero would be considered a villain in another universe? And like, it's kind of like
It's
how
not wrong on that.
the whole like Superman,
I'm gonna go
Batman
with
thing.
generic Superman because Superman.
Deadpool totally would be a villain in almost every universe. Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you see what he does to cities.
So he would say
Yeah.
he's a villain in other universes.
I mean, like, I just don't see him being. I don't think
That's
he
true.
really
That's kind of like the
is
Batman,
a great superhero to begin
argument
with. So
in, Batman
I just don't like
Superman.
him.
Who are we talking about?
Superman. I'm sorry.
Wait, did you say Superman?
Oh.
Cut out for me.
It was cool. Your guys' friendship lasted a while.
Why do you
I-
say the man was super in the name?
Nathan
Isn't a good
loves
superhero?
Superman. Yeah.
I
he said
just
Superman.
don't think so. I don't think he's like. I would say he's the anti-hero a lot of times. Just the way he acts.
Could you please define anti-hero?
He has heuristic, like he is a hero and he has the tendencies to be a hero, but he tends to take things like above what's necessary, in my opinion. Unnecessary, now this also depends on the arc that you're in, and I'm talking more of what was the game called? that I have it in my Steam library. DC, and of course it doesn't show up. It's Injustice in the Injustice series in general. Like if you consider the way he acted there and how, I just don't feel like he's the best superhero in a lot of cases.
Well, Injustice is all about like hero against hero and villain against villain and whatnot. So
I mean, that's just one example I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but
There's plenty of other examples. Like, I mean, if you go
Let's
into
see.
the movies and stuff like that, like he
Let's
destroyed New
figure out
York.
one day.
That's one big thing. And he's destroyed
So,
plenty of
I don't
cities
think-
without like. He definitely
think
thinks
this
about the
is a brand
civilians
thing
in them,
for-
but what does he do? He doesn't exactly do anything about it. He doesn't go back up into space and fights, does he? No.
Are we still talking about Superman here or
Weird.
Batman? I got confused.
Don't even know.
we're still
I'm not
talking about
yet.
Superman.
Yeah. Audience
Yeah.
does.
And like,
Hello, audience.
alright,
We're interrupting talking.
if he goes into space,
Circuit breaker.
what's
Surprise
you know,
visitor.
what's to say
So
that
you don't
like
even know what's going on in
Zod, for
superhero
instance,
talk right now.
didn't just stay on Earth and keep destroying
So
everything
Mike's
because he
here.
wanted to terraform Earth. If
Yes.
Superman goes up into space and just stays up there, what's stopping Zod from terraforming?
That's true, but at that point he would try to keep the fight to actual fighting against Zod. He would bring him up to space somehow, and if he keeps trying to go back, of course that's a problem. But like,
I think the only way you could see Superman as
You
a
want to talk?
villain
This
is
one?
if you take
Oh,
his god form from very far
don't
into
wanna
the
interrupt
future
you.
of
Just
his
whatever you
comic
want.
lore,
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll
and
wait
then
till I can
place
opportune
that
Okay.
into a society that doesn't know
Okay.
Superman
And this is
already.
recording right now. What we're saying.
Oh man.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Just
Superman
saying
was
that.
technically an alien invader.
Which is
He's
why the
technically
god
an
mode set of Superman would make him seem frightening.
I think any mode of Superman would make him seem frightening.
True, but the god mode part would be especially so
I mean,
because
that was
he's
part of
not
the premise
looking
for
to be a
Superman
part of the
versus
society. He's just kind of like, I am
We
your
heard- we
person
did
right
mention
now.
that already,
Do
yeah.
nothing bad. True, but the god mode part would be especially
Let's see.
and you know what? In most cases, I just feel like Superman is one of those heroes that he's invincible, and I don't find that to be a good superhero.
He's not invincible, as we saw in Dawn of Justice. He had to
That's
take a
fair.
bullet, so he didn't just die outright.
Technically, there's a lot of bringing him back.
Well, yeah. Oh.
As we saw in Dawn of Justice, he
What
had
the-
to take a bullet, so
Well, yeah.
he didn't just die.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's been in here for a while.
What the fuck did he get here?
Well, I mean,
Like,
Batman
3 minutes
did
ago
do that
when
whole
I
thing
got
with
confused.
the
Or no, about 30
kryptonite.
seconds before I got confused.
Well, hello.
What?
About whether we were talking
What are you
about
talking about?
Superman or Batman still. That
Yeah,
question was already answered.
We're debating on
I'm confused about what?
if Superman would be considered a villain in other universes.
Yeah, we're talking about
Remember the fact that I thought I
Oh
had
no,
Jacob.
wait.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That was the original question. Now we're just ranting. If Superman would be
No, but to
considered a villain in
continue-
other universes.
Yeah.
Superman's
No doubt,
main
no
quality
doubt.
that makes him so attractive.
Yeah, that's what I said,
read
there's
about
no doubt.
Is that he's trying to become human in a sense. He's an alien in a world that he doesn't always
They
understand.
don't know if they know.
Of course, there are many similarities,
No.
but he's still trying to
They think
fit
there's like
in.
some audio glitch.
Yeah, maybe.
Human in a sense. He's an alien in a world that he doesn't always understand. Of course, there are many
I'm trying
similarities,
to see if I can find
but
something.
he's still trying to fit in.
Yep.
Well, I mean, isn't that really the whole
it
premise to what his real crisis
not like he asked to
in
come to
his
Earth.
stories is? It's him really trying to
Didn't exactly
fit in with
Forced
it.
all this.
It's his flaw that he constantly has to deal with.
It's not like he asked to come to Earth.
Yeah, this is sort of just where he showed up.
It's his flaw that he constantly has to deal with.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not that I
What a
just
shame.
Don't like, it's why I don't like Thor in the Marvel universe. He's a god.
Well, don't get me wrong. I find Superman boring because I'm not interested in him fitting into society.
That's why I don't like
He's
Thor
a
in the
good
Marvel
concept
universe.
of a hero. It's just that not a lot
Don't
of
get me
people
wrong,
find
I
him
Superman
particularly
boring
interesting
because I'm
for
not
the less
interested in
actiony parts of him.
Fitting into society. He's a good
No, yeah.
concept of a hero. It's just that not a lot of people find him particularly interesting for the less action.
Because Deus Ex Machina.
Well, I mean, he's still a pretty bad hero in that there's really no reason to fear for him not being able to get something done.
Because Deus Ex Machina.
Basically, like the worst that can ever happen to him is
20%
like Lex
Infinities.
Luthor doing something with kryptonite, and then all of a sudden he's like 20%
Only if
weaker,
you get in
or
front of a sun.
depending on how bad it is, like 80%, but he can still like kick the shit out of someone.
20% of Infinity. So, if I may throw it out there on this same topic, what about
Only if you get in
Wolverine?
front of a sun.
Other
Fair
universes,
point.
Wolverine.
Wolverine tries to keep to himself, though.
Not wrong.
Yes. So, if I may throw it out let's talk about
Yeah.
same topic. What about Wolverine?
Another
Let's talk about the Weapon X
Wolverine,
program.
Wolverine tries to keep to himself.
I mean, but none of them are chosen.
Wolverine's more of an anti-hero to begin with,
But
though. He
Weapon X
doesn't
program's
try to be.
brainwashed.
He doesn't try to be a hero. He was kind of forced into that
I
role.
mean, but he,
talk
once
about
again,
Weapon
it's
X
like it was one of those things where he couldn't exactly help
but
that.
None of them were chosen to be in that
Yeah,
program.
but he could still be the bad guy. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
That is a fair point.
I mean, if you look,
But once again, it's like it was one of those things where he couldn't exactly help that.
Yeah, but he could still be the bad guy.
I mean, that can also be said
He
about.
could.
Like, Steve
He could
Rogers
very
with
well
the
be.
new arc
He could.
about
He
him
could very
being
easily
part of
just
Hydra.
choose to go,
I mean, that's the same-
to go and do whatever it is he
Hydra.
wants, regardless of
Yeah.
whether it
Hey.
helps or hurts anyone.
I mean, that can also be said.
Hydra,
about
you're
Steve
trying to
Rogers
overthrow my
with the new
teamspeak.
arc about him being part of Hydra.
What?
I mean, that's-
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, hell, Hydra.
Quick, don't hail.
Hey, hey.
It's actually interesting that you brought up Wolverine, and I was not thinking about that
I
at
don't
all,
know what you're
but,
talking about.
Don't hail.
It's kind of cool because some people see him as a villain anyways, kind of in the
In the universe, yeah.
Yeah, because some people are just so heavily anti-mutant.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, in
it's
that
kinda cool
place,
because
then
some people
it's
see
not
him as a
that
villain anyways,
like we
kind
see
of
him
in
as a villain. It's more the people of the universe then.
Well, yeah. Heavily anti-mutant.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in that place, then it's not that like we see him as a villain. It's more the
Well,
people
that's-
of the universe. Then.
Well, yeah, that's more of
Your
like an
aspect of,
anti-mutant
like,
bias,
what
though, not so
exactly
much seeing the
people
character
view the mutants
as a
and how
villain to
we
begin
view
with.
them as heroes.
Yeah.
Some view them as villains. So then, what aspect ratio is this in?
It changes your aspect of like.
I would say
what
it's
exactly
ours.
People view the mutants as.
I don't
what-
think you
how
got the
we
joke
view
there.
them as heroes. Some view them as villains.
And also,
What aspect
bring.
ratio is this in?
Hmm?
I would say it's ours. I don't think he got the joke there. Shut up.
Oh, you just Nick, go get out of here. But yeah, also it does sort of bring into question of what really makes a hero a
AKA
hero. Is it
Deadpool?
really just the powers, or is it
Deadpool is pretty much
entirely
the
what they
villain
do
at
with
this
it?
point.
Because
No,
a
Deadpool
hero
just
could very
realizes
easily
that he's
turn
in
into a
comic.
villain at the turn of a hat if they felt like it, especially with how much power that they have.
Deadpool.
Deadpool
is Mr. Special Case.
Deadpool. Well, I mean, Deadpool.
He's Mr. Special.
Well, yeah,
Deadpool
Deadpool has
is
like
my
he has
favorite.
like a special case for himself though, like
Deadpool is Mr. Special Case.
basically, like because I mean to begin with,
special.
people are trying to make him
because
into a
he
hero.
feels-
He doesn't want to be a hero.
And,
He's
yeah,
he's
definitely
running into
feels-
all these situations where he
Small
does
children.
heroic stuff just because it happens to be
Apparently.
what
Deadpool
helps
does like
him the
small
most.
children.
You know,
That's
kind of
somewhat
like
creepy,
any
but,
mercenary.
you know.
Feels.
Deadpool is in fact a small child.
Yeah.
Yes.
Small children,
Yes, he is.
apparently.
Deadpool does like small
yeah.
children.
That's somewhat creepy, but you know.
I mean,
Deadpool is in
I mean,
fact
if you
a small
look
child.
at most heroes
Mentally,
in
yes.
a universe, like Nick said
Yes,
before,
he is.
if you look in a universe where
I forget where
Like,
push to talk is.
they aren't used
that
to-
option.
I mean,
I thought it was
you
an
know,
option
you
setting.
look at
superheroes, then
heroes
most
in
will
the universe,
be, you
like
know,
Nick
considered
said,
super
if
super
you
villains,
look
I
at a
guess you would even
universe
call them at that point.
Like, they aren't.
They
used
wouldn't
to,
even be
you know,
considered someone who's
superheroes,
normal
then
in that
most
universe,
will
and that changes
be
the aspect of
considered
yeah,
So I can put
who they are.
voice
Super
activation
villains,
on
I
right
guess
now.
you would even call them at that point.
You know,
They wouldn't
this just made
even
me
be
think
considered
of
someone
something
who's
pretty
normal in
great.
that universe, and that
What would
changes
Captain
the aspect
America
of
in a
who-
world where
who they
Britain
are.
or England still ruled America look like? You know, this
think
just made me think with bad teeth. Pretty great.
What would Captain America in a world where Britain or England still ruled America look like?
That's interesting.
He'd be
we were
a horrible
actually
bad
talking
guy.
about kind of not exactly like that, but how
And a terrorist.
people are seen as heroes from a certain perspective. Like,
There used to Setup Wizard used to be a thing.
but they're seen as like terrorists from other people.
Oh, you're trying to give me like my own like push and talk button?
No, I'm
like,
trying to set up
from
voice activation.
ISIS, for example, some the people that are there, some of them think that ISIS are heroes, and then we as Americans generally see ISIS as terrorists.
Yes.
The people.
We could take it even further back and go back to the Revolutionary War. Speaking of 4th of July.
And then we as Americans generally see ISIS as terrorists.
Yes.
The other thing we could say is the flip side of that with ISIS, right? The American soldiers over there are considered terrorists to the civilians over there.
I found something very interesting going to that point. It's like they explained it in terms of movies, where the Empire to like some of these smaller countries of the world, where they're technologically advanced, we have the bigger weapons, the big army and stuff like that. And like in the case of I guess the Taliban would be a way, they're like a rebel guerrilla force. They're the rebels. And we as the Empire in this case definitely don't want them to win. It's not exactly unheard of in which the small band of rebels, aka the United States at one point. The Empire in this case definitely don't want them to win. It's not exactly unheard of in which the small band of rebels, aka the United States,
Should work.
As fireworks go off in the distance.
So I just set up voice activation. I spent so much time trying to figure that out. So tell me if it works or not. I don't know.
I mean, it looks like it does. So
yeah.
It seems like it's working just fine.
Okay. So obviously Jacob's here now. He showed up at my house. So
surprise
Always
guest.
put your input in. Surprise guest indeed.
But I'm upset I missed most of this talk because I was looking for Jackson stuff.
You can always put your input in.
No, I honestly don't even know what you guys are talking about half the time.
We were talking about relative morality and.
Well, you were talking about superheroes at one point. That's when I left.
Yeah, we were talking about superheroes, and then from there it went to like what we view as good and evil versus what other.
Well, what
people might view as
superheroes
good.
did you debate about? So I can just put it in real fast. What I think. Anyone could talk? Did my internet time out?
I think so.
I did. Well, what superheroes did you talk about? Because it's still recording right now.
We talked about Superman. We talked about Wolverine, Deadpool, and Captain America were the ones I remember the most.
Okay, so I could see Wolverine. I could see it's kind of into here, right?
Yeah, he just sort of does whatever happens to help him the most, and in the stories, the writers made it so that the thing that helps him the most also helps a lot of other people.
Okay, now we're back again.
Okay.
Hello. While you guys do that, I'm giving Jacob tally mark.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, because
I don't know. I don't know. That's
Jacob's
enough
here
information.
to see the tally mark list and topic
I don't think it
lists.
exists.
It's kind of like breaking the fourth wall right now. I'm
confirmed
not happy.
it does exist.
That's very true. I don't know.
Like Santa Claus.
Enough confirmation.
Hey man,
I don't think it exists.
No,
you
it
don't have
exists.
to believe, man. I believe. That's all that matters.
He's right.
Listening to
And now that I've seen it, I also believe.
Why did you change seats? Stay in the same seat.
Okay.
You're not allowed in my seat.
Okay.
Why is your stuff?
We stopped. Awkward silence.
Because I need this cable.
Yeah. So anyway, what did we miss while we were gone temporarily?
Well, I mean, we were talking about how much we liked volleyball.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad things got
Excellent.
really awkward while I
See
wasn't
what
here.
new game
Yeah.
we found.
By that, I guess while we weren't here.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we were talking about how much we liked volleyball.
Volleyball.
The hell's volleyball?
The fuck?
It's like rugby. No.
Yeah.
It's like
Is
a
it like-
racing game.
Polygons and some sort of ball.
Is it like soccer
Yes.
with weird shapes?
It's like
No,
Rocket League, no,
it's not.
Is it like, so I'm picturing it's like tennis,
Think of, like,
except every
Super
time you
Monkey
hit
Ball,
it,
kind
the
of.
shape changes.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, there's no way that's actually
No,
right.
that can't be it, though.
It's not.
I was just saying,
Okay,
if that's
good.
it, I'm really upset.
Yeah.
The maps are
honestly.
all like
Super Monkey
really
Ball,
different.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're a lot of fun.
So what's so different about it? Is it like,
You get to create your characters. The maps are all like really different. Yeah,
oh,
they're a lot of fun.
okay, nice.
So, actually, to not leave the
That Mr.
superhero
Freeze
talk real
guy
fast, I
that
had
Batman fights
another
a lot.
topic that asked,
Is
are
he-
there any villains that would be heroes in different universes?
That Mr. Freeze guy that Batman fights a lot.
Would he be like a superhero in like a desert land, like that? Like,
Just
Well, you know,
ice.
his cause is noble,
Frozen water.
but
right? Because
his
if he
ways
does
of doing
ice,
things
right,
are not.
in
So if he was placed
like
in
a desert area, it becomes water.
somewhere where
Send him to
a
Dune,
lot of people
just be like-
were just like really poor, and the
Send
only
him to
people you could
California.
steal from were the rich,
But
you
his
could
ways of
probably
doing
make like
things are
a
not.
sort
So
of
if he
half
was
and half
placed
kind of
in
Robin
a-
Hood deal.
in somewhere where a lot of people were just like really poor, and the only people you could steal from were the rich. You could probably make like a sort of half and half kind of Robin Hood deal.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think if there's any like maybe is
I
there
guess you could
villains
go
that are just
to
like
Teen
kind of
Titans in
morally
that case.
questionable,
Some of like
right?
the Hive members
And
are like that.
they're not.
They're not like
Or
totally
overly-
evil.
yeah,
They're not
no,
total
guys.
evil. They're not like the whole
Guys,
kicking a puppy
Buddha's
kind of
buried,
evil.
planet
No, evil
was
for
free.
evil's
I guess you
sake.
could go to Teen
Yeah,
Titans
different
in that
sports,
case. Some
yeah.
of like the Hive members are like.
He's not wrong.
Ah, that is a very good point.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually,
Buddha's buried platypus fight.
I've never watched
oh
that show.
yeah, that
He's
guy.
not wrong. Different sports could fit into that.
I mean, I guess
That's
so,
true.
but at the
But
same
it's
time,
not
he
really
kind of
notoriously
is,
bad or
but also
anything
isn't.
like that.
He has like his own motivations, but it's always the same end goal of taking over the tri-state area,
That is
which
true.
It's not really notoriously bad or anything like that.
I mean, he's basically planning to
However, yeah.
overthrow the government
He doesn't.
control in
He
that
doesn't
specific
lack a heart.
area.
He is
So
capable
he's like a small.
of
He's
being
like
a
not
good
even
guy.
a small rebel. He's a one-man rebel force.
However, he doesn't. He doesn't lack a heart. He is capable of being a good guy.
Yeah, that is a very good point. And
You're not incorrect.
yeah, and when Hydro brought up the point about villains who like target mostly like or how what do you call him, Mr. Freeze
Yeah.
would target more like the rich versus like more the rich people versus the poor. There's a lot of villains that really seem
I
to
would say a lot of
just
them
go
are,
after
like, the
high-ranking
Robin Hoods.
individuals
They're
in
trying
society,
to
which
be,
means that
if they
in a
have that kind of
sense,
mentality.
the actions that they do could possibly
Bruce
have a
Wayne
long-term
protects the
effect of helping
establishment.
out poorer people if so many of them did die.
A lot of them are like the Robin Hoods.
It's true.
They're trying to be, if they have that kind of mentality.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Bruce Wayne protects the establishment.
in a sense, he does. He technically. I mean, but then again,
Does it pretty damn well.
no, you're completely right there. Actually,
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like a guy like the Joker, his only goal is to make chaos.
yeah,
So,
He's like,
you know,
"Yeah,
disrupt
never been about the
things.
hence scene from The Dark Knight where he burns.
Yeah.
Like what few $1 million? Like
Yeah, just like literally just for the hell of
It
it.
also has
I'd
to
say
depend
actually,
on
I'd
the
say that the
Joker.
Joker is a
Certain
good
Joker.
example of pure evil done correctly.
Yeah,
you know?
he's totally pure evil. I don't think he
Heath
could be a
Ledger
hero in
Joker
any
better.
universe.
Yeah.
He-
It also
he's
has to depend on the Joker.
It-
Certain Joker.
All right, so
It
the
does.
Joker we're referring to right now
it's
is
Batman
yeah,
trilogy.
Batman trilogy with
Heath Ledger
Heath
Joker.
Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
We're not talking about like even like Jack Nicholson Joker. I,
mean,
still think
if you
can't be
want to
hero
go back to
anywhere.
like the
Or
original
or
series,
any
I
of
really
like
didn't
or
see
any
the
of like
original
the
Joker
animated
as that
series.
I don't really
Jokers.
think. Is there a Joker you're thinking about, Ryan, that could be? Because I don't really see one.
If you want to
No,
go back
like
to
the original
original
Joker.
series,
I really don't
didn't
see him
the
that bad as
original
the villain.
Joker
I
as
think
that
I'm
bad of
getting
a
a bit of
villain.
feed from the speaker.
He was just an anarchist, I would
Oh,
consider.
my bad.
No, like the original Joker. I really don't see him that bad as a villain.
And, you know, I
He
mean,
was just
anarchy is
an
bad in a lot of
anarchist, I would
people's eyes,
consider.
but it's like,
Actually,
wasn't
yeah,
like
yeah,
he did anything-
he was basically
like,
anarchy
yeah, he had
in
bombs
like the
and he had guns and
personification
stuff
of
like that, but
anarchy.
He actually didn't outright kill anyone.
And you know, I mean, anarchy is bad in a lot of people's eyes, but it's like wasn't like he did anything. Like, yeah, he had bombs and he had guns and stuff like that, but he actually didn't outright kill anyone.
Oh yeah, I mean, in a sense, he basically did the same thing that he was a rebel factor once again. Seems to be a theme for villains, but he was that rebel factor. He was basically just doing things that a rebel force would do. Only in his case, it was kind of goalless as opposed to, seeking some sort of end result.
True, very true. So I do have a bunch of other beautiful topics listed me here in a notebook. That if you guys want to hop to a few, like little bunny rabbits, it's hopping around. Yeah, no. You know what, Jacob? I'm gonna let you pick one.
Okay.
Since you're here, pick one of those.
All right.
Now we wait for Jacob to pick a topic.
This is the worst thing you could let me do because it takes me a while.
I don't know why I gave him any kind of power. This is a bad idea.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Here's a good one, just to keep it within like a sort of similar dimension.
Yeah.
Fictional character that you hate or could never hate.
Yeah.
Lord
So think about all of the things you've watched, movies you've seen, things you've read. Is there a character that you just low down hate everything about?
Lord Farquaad.
For anyone.
I mean, his name literally is like...
Wait, hang on. They all like two people just went for the same one at the same time. Can you repeat that?
Lord Farquaad.
Yes.
I mean, yes, there you go.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I can't really think of anything good about him.
Have you seen Lord Farquaad on a Farquad?
I don't know. I just like...
I mean, yes, there you go.
Lord Farquaad on a Farquad.
Yes. He's on a quad. That's very far.
And now you just want a little
So
crazy here.
yeah, I can see that. He's very short though, so he wouldn't even be able to use the quad.
Have you seen Farquads on Farquads?
It hurts my head.
Have you seen
a Lord Farquaad lording around the
Have
Lord
you seen
Farquaad
Farquaad's quads? Well, on
so many
quad
Lord
quads.
Farquaad.
Farquads.
I just derailed
Why'd
this
you
whole
do
thing. I picked this topic and I derailed it.
Yeah, this is all your fault.
It takes so many Lord Farquads to Farquaad.
But how many Farquads would a Farquad quad if a Farquad quad?
Even I didn't follow that.
I didn't either, and I said it. So, there's that. But yeah, other than Lord Farquaad, I guess. Anyone you hate? Just like, you're like, you know what?
Vicky
I don't.
from the
Not
Fairly
a
Odd
single
Parents.
redeeming factor about this person. I just hate them, and it could be completely irrational and just not a reason behind it.
Vicky from the Fairly Odd Parents.
See that
Yeah,
one? See, that's you one. I
that's a
I
good
kind of
one.
like Vicky a little bit because like I feel like she was lost soul a little bit. Like I feel like she had to have bad events happen to her to be that evil.
No, fuck.
It's called
That's a-
water.
Total douche.
Well, yes, she is.
She is correct, but I don't know. I feel like
Every douche has their source.
yeah, most of the time at least.
It's called water.
Water. I mean, are you saying she's a plant and like she was watered and
Got it.
Oh my god.
that one went
got
over my
it?
head when this happened.
I'm glad that they completed my douche pun.
Oh. Hit me
Took you a second, didn't
Yeah, it did. I was completely on like not. You know what? We're moving to another topic.
Congratulations, everyone!
I'm done with
I've
you
chosen
people.
and then completely
You
obliterate
have no more.
a topic.
You have no more power, Jacob. You're done. I'm cutting you off.
Why? Oh wait, no.
I gave you one topic to be like, you know what, Jacob, you take the lead, man. You got this. I have faith in you.
I had
and, like,
one
well, that makes
job.
me
Gone with the word Farquaad thing.
I had one
It's
job.
gone, dude. This is I'm only half blaming
Correct
Ryan,
answer is better.
but I'm 3/4 blaming you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that makes me feel good. The answer is better.
All right, so let's see. What topic do I want to go to right now? All right, so let's go into a weird part of your brains right now. Do you guys have any odd fears or phobias that like aren't normal things? And I'm gonna throw this out there. A normal fear in my head would be like being afraid of the dark. Like as a kid, you need a nightlight. I'm not gonna consider that an odd fear or phobia. It's
Well,
just something that like you would be like, you know what? I fear this, and that's not normal.
I have a fear of having my topic choice privilege taken away. Thank you, Hydra, for
I am
like that.
no, I am helping you face your fears right now, Jacob. I am a liberator of people.
Oh.
I am a good man.
Oh man.
Great man, actually. Somebody said. HydroxideAnt is a great man. Said by HydroxideAnt. It's a quote. I can type it out for you if you want.
A human life is too valuable to waste, says humans.
Let's see, I'll type it out for you guys. Hi,
Hydro?
Ant is a great
He's literally
guy.
typing this.
Yeah. I can hear.
I'm watching.
Hi, HydroxideAnt. And now, do you want to see the same Jacob say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold up.
This is gonna be one of those. This is gonna be one of those incorrectly attributed
there
quotes.
We go.
Where everybody thinks that I said it, but it was actually.
There's a quote in chat right now that said you said it. So I mean.
But yes, back on topic.
I don't remember what topic. Oh, Odd Fears and Phobias we were talking about. If you guys a little too shy to go, I'll go. I had when I was a child, and only slightly now, I had a fear of squids and octopuses.
Wait a second, I knew about that.
Just so scared of those things, man.
He was.
I was just, I don't know. They just creeped me out, and like it's the type of thing. If I thought about them, I couldn't go near any water whatsoever. Even if it was like a glass of water that was sitting right there, I couldn't touch it because I was afraid it would find its way in there. That's a real fear in my life. That happened. I'm not kidding. This is something I feared at one point in my life. Yeah. I'm
gonna pull Bill O'Reilly right now and say I was there.
Yeah,
technically I was, because it could be at any point in his life.
This might have been gone by the time we were good friends. Because this was more of a young me type of thing. Like, when I say young me, I mean really young me. Like, probably by the time I was, like, 8, I would say, didn't have this fear anymore. Maybe.
Oh,
maybe that's a lie. I don't know.
That's a good age.
Yeah, it's a solid age. I don't know. If only Kat was here to tell us how old she was when she was 12.
Like,
you know.
Yeah, so anyway, what about you guys?
Like, I will legitimately cry if I have to get a lot of blood taken.
Needles. I understand that one.
I will legitimately cry.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Oh no!
It once took 4 doctors to hold me down when I was 8 to get a spinal tap.
Ooh, that's because it's a spinal tap. That's different.
I would say I'm on the normal level of bad.
A little bit.
Oh no, that's par for the course for me. I have to have a couple hold me down usually.
Do you like go in and like with the saying, be like, guys, I want your 3 strongest doctors in the room with me right now. Just like hold me down. I don't know if that. Honestly, that's what I would do. Like, no joking aside. Like, I would ask for the strongest people there to hold me down when I get the shot if I had to free.
I was about to make a joke.
You can make a joke. Steve might make Skynet and target you first, though.
That's a possibility. I'd be perfectly fine with that.
No.
Anyway, Steve, I'm pretty sure that. Anyway, Steve, was that situation that we just described some sort of fetish for you?
No.
Having some very strong people hold you down all the time.
Only your mother, Jacob. Only your mother.
I believe it. Honestly, I'd believe it. Yeah.
That's what she said.
No, it already happened.
See it happening.
My mother is a very strong lady.
Can confirm. Don't take that out of context.
Now you said that. You gave him the ammo.
Mistakes have been made, boys.
Mistakes have been made.
It's Jacob's
That
fault.
bastard.
I blame Jacob.
Hand
Every mistake that
Hand
happens in
of
this
a penny,
podcast is
quick.
now Jacob's fault because he's sitting here.
I am here.
Sponsored by Jacob.
No, he has not handed me any money. Do not hand me money right now.
Now talk good things about me.
It's like hands me a penny. Go ahead. It's like, all right, second penny now. I've really paid you. He'd be the highest paid sponsor in Backer News history. If you gave me a penny. Dude, do you guys hear those fireworks since I had voice activation on?
Yeah, I can hear him now.
They're just so loud. Where are those fireworks? Those sound like they're like in.
They are about 2 blocks away.
Yeah, they sound like 2 blocks
I
away.
watched them going up while drive around to try and find a parking spot. By the way.
Oh yeah, you had to park like in front of my house.
I had to park. Yes, I had to park in front of Hydro's house, like a good 3 blocks away from mine. because of all of the people.
It's just summertime traffic, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yes, it is terrible.
My car was in the road at one point. We brought it in so people would have more parking.
Wow.
So that might the parking spot you might be in might be because I put my car in the driveway.
Wow.
So I might say you're welcome after if I check.
Well, just in case, thank you.
Yeah, right. We do have a few other topics we can go to, unless someone has a burning desire or something they'd like to talk about. Oh wait, or if anyone else has a weird fear.
Really young kid.
Anyone fear of Steve and I?
Yes.
Ryan?
When I was really young, I used to have this fear of spiders that they would just literally, go through walls and come up and try to eat me.
When you were really kid, yes.
Yes. When I was really young.
Yes! They do!
You beat me to it.
Go through walls and come up and try to eat me.
Oh,
the spiders had wall hacks now.
Yes!
They have no clip installed.
They were no clipping through walls. That's upsetting, dude.
I don't have a problem with them now.
Sorry, your spiders said no clip.
I mean, I'll kill them now. I don't have a problem
to make
with,
you feel better, Ryan,
dealing with them, but I know,
my older
some
sister
people
is still
really do.
deathly afraid of spiders.
I don't have a problem with them now. It's like, I mean, I'll kill them now. I don't have a problem with, dealing with them, but I know, some people really do.
Yeah, I do know a lot of people this, spider freaks out.
Hey, some people are really
it's upsetting.
Yeah.
I once saw a grown man scream like a little girl because he thought he saw a spider somewhere.
Dude, some people, the fear is there, man. It's in their heart. And they're like, the worst thing that happened to me today is to come across a spider.
Yeah.
Not get hit by a bus.
Oh, and you know what? While I'm here, I'm gonna...
Spider driving a bus.
Yeah, while we're here, I'm gonna talk about my actual fear. I actually don't have any fear of having my choice privileges taken away. My actual fear is it's a little bit rational, but not to the extent that I bring it to. I'm very much afraid of bees and wasps and things like that.
I respect that.
And the reason why I do have a solid reason behind it. I'm very much allergic to them, but I have a tendency to sort of overreact when I see one that in close proximity to me.
From my experience, I think you freak out about most insects. When they're flying near you.
My sister had a bee sting her.
Flying insects near your face, you kind of just...
on the eyelid,
I once had a fly go directly
into
into my
eye.
eyes.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah.
I mean, she lived, so...
Your sister seems to be very prone to getting stung by bees, Ryan.
She's very prone to getting stung by bees. I'm prone to, falling on my face.
How did that look?
All the time. I have scars to prove it. All the time.
Is that why you have a beard?
She's very prone to getting stung by bees. I'm prone to
At least every 3 months I get a new scar.
All the time. I have scars to prove it. All the time.
How often is all the time?
I think my joke was totally missed there.
At least every 3 months I get a new scar.
God damn it.
I believe it.
I'd say he's overdue.
I think you need one, Ryan.
We need to go to his house and
we'll be right there, Ryan.
Yeah, we're gonna go push you over, Ryan. Wait a second, I don't even need to be here. I can go right now.
He could go, he's
He's not wrong.
120 pounds bigger than you.
Not the point.
He could. Just gonna throw this out there, Jake. If he's sad on you, you might die.
Bring your spinach, man.
That is a fair point.
You might need some juice.
Yeah, I'm not wrong.
I'll drink some milk before I go over, strengthen my bones a bit.
That'll do it. That'll do it. You'll be fine.
Bring your spinach, man.
No, don't drink straight up milk. You need to drink 2 gallons of muscle milk.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Then head over. Your muscles will be twice the size of Ryan's, and you can eat him.
Get swole up.
Nathan did not go.
I'm still trying to think.
So is that
I
everyone?
was looking for him.
Did Nathan or Nick have Okay, go ahead if you like to.
Nick, are you holding out on us?
No, Nathan said he had one, so.
I was looking for him.
It's your time.
It's a giant, seemingly
Speak,
endless
child.
void of death and despair.
Really?
Really?
What about the ocean do you not like?
A giant, seemingly endless void of death and despair.
You're not. I kind of see what you mean. Honestly.
Beyond a certain point, you are right, but for the most part,
okay, so if you're at the beach on the sand, it's oh, cool. But if you're in the middle of the ocean, you're kind of gonna die.
Yeah. I mean, you could even go to down to about 100 meters down and still be like surrounded by reefs and all that.
Yeah.
Good safe stuff.
Hell,
But like,
I'm
I'll honestly say that it is a scary thought being like
Space is
dropped
cool,
in the
but I
middle of
would
the
you
ocean.
want me to scare the living shit out of you?
Let me ask you guys.
Go for it.
Are you afraid of space?
You're never on anything.
Surprisingly enough, I am not afraid
You're
of
always
space.
floating.
Yep.
There's
I don't think it's
never
the floating
anything
part that he
solid
fears.
in
I
the
think it's the
universe.
abyss at the bottom.
There's nothing solid.
You're always floating.
Yeah, I know that already.
Oh yeah.
It's like the type of thing where you actually have
Yes.
never touched anything before.
Yeah.
Atoms.
Isn't that have to do with?
I don't really know the science behind it, but I know
No,
there's
yeah.
like you physically have never touched something.
It has something to do with the attraction and
Well,
repulsion properties
they
of
have
certain
the fields?
of not certain atoms of all atoms.
Exactly.
Where they
Yeah.
can't actually contact each other. They can only hold each other within each other's
Science
fields.
and
Yeah, so it's like you
atoms
actually have never touched anything in your
Not
entire life.
always. Not always.
Fields.
What?
Not always.
What? But science and.
Let me just put it that way. Not always.
Not always. Not always.
And Kelvin.
Not always.
Kelvin.
Theoretically, it could.
He just
Let me just put it
pulled
that
that.
way. Not always.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could
Except if
find a
there
way to
isn't
force
any of
two
that, then
two
it
atoms.
doesn't
Well, I mean,
create heat,
particle
which
accelerators.
means
Smash,
that
we
we would
smash
have
them
zero
together all the
Kelvin,
time.
which means everything
but,
would freeze.
but that
What
takes a
about
lot of
We
energy.
wouldn't be talking right now.
So much energy, bro.
Except if there isn't any of that, then it doesn't create heat, which means
Guys,
that we would
freaking
have zero
fusion
Kelvin.
bombs.
Freeze.
Fusion
That
bombs.
that's relative to how
Please
to
do
how
not talk
atoms
about fusion
move.
bombs. Those things literally scare the crap out of me.
Why are you guys doing all this smart talk right now? I don't appreciate it.
Freaking fusion bombs.
Oh yeah.
Fusion bombs.
Oh yes, right.
Please do not talk about fusion bombs.
I forgot about that.
Maybe.
Boys, I just kind of realized
yeah.
something.
Why?
So this has nothing to do with anything you're talking about right now.
Right.
But
Do we
are
have-
any of you free directly after this podcast ending?
I would be.
Probably, yeah. Why?
By the way,
We
did
could
anybody help
all
Henry
play
finish his
Secret
math homework?
Hitler
'Cause I had to go before it
after
was
this
finished.
podcast.
We all
I-
have to.
We
not
all.
helping him.
I'm Nathan. I know
Learn
you
on
have
his own.
Tabletop Simulator. I looked.
Don't lie.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but I've been
By the
at
way,
work all
did
day.
anybody help Henry finish his math homework? 'Cause
No.
I had to go before it was finished.
I was actually really
No.
surprised that nobody was on the server
Learn on his own.
when I got back.
I'll help him with his math
We
homework.
were-
I don't know how to do it. I can lie to him though.
He
I was
can.
actually really surprised that nobody was on the server when I got back from work.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he would never ask me to help him with
Yeah.
his math homework, so
That is a fair point.
You're the
Yeah.
whitest kid I know,
he wouldn't
Jacob.
ask Jacob to help him with his math homework.
I'm black.
Yeah,
As if that has anything to do with it.
totally. Maybe does. Maybe does
You're the
not.
whitest kid
Tony
I know.
2012.
That is true. I
That's
can
what everyone
confirm.
says.
Like, he's not,
Yes.
but he is. If that makes any sense.
It's all external.
Yes.
Nom, nom, nom. Oh,
Did you say Coney 2012? Is that what you just said?
you want to say that again so my mother
What,
can
What
hear?
is?
Good boy.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
regret that
Here's a treat.
decision.
You
I'll take it.
regret that really fast.
Just like your
I
mom took
regret
it.
You want to say that again so my mother can hear you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh goodness, no!
You will regret that really fast.
You know, so
Yeah.
Jacob, I'm gonna have you stop talking because this is coming
Whenever the
through
Yo
my
Mom
name on
jokes start
TeamSpeak.
coming out, anything pertaining to that, I just start turning on my speakers.
so no,
my mother
bad.
walks into the room when she's walking by, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit here listen for a while."
Kill switch.
Yeah, I
got it.
regret that decision heavily.
Wait a second.
Ah, plebs.
And she's like, oh, I'm gonna sit
Yeah.
and listen for a while. Yeah, I
Oh.
remember that decision heavily.
So wait a second. So what you're telling me is Nick is the only one
That's
here
okay, you can
who's
make them
currently
all.
No,
impervious
Tony
to
too.
mom
Tony
jokes.
Yeah, we gotta wait till he's at college.
Wow, that is a big superpower to have.
That's
Yeah.
OP.
Yeah.
We need to nerf you.
Okay, you can make them all my
No,
college.
Tony too. Tony.
Yeah.
Oh,
True, but she loves bashing
Yeah.
on any.
No.
there are reasons for me too.
Yeah. Oh, then again, a
Hey,
mother
anymore.
joke. A mom joke doesn't always have to be sexual, though.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about it more in the podcast.
We're not going to
but,
reveal any of his weaknesses.
We're not going to reveal any information in the podcast.
Finally, Hail Hydra.
but there are reasons. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll just
there
say
are
that.
reasons.
We'll just say that. And yeah, so after this podcast, boys, we can play Secret Hitler.
We can.
Oh.
No,
I just-
it doesn't work with
I just-
tabletop.
I'm so excited right now. You don't even understand.
If we get a number of people together
We
in
have
person,
6 here.
Yeah.
Well, not in person.
Well,
We're playing it on Tabletop Simulator.
well, I know, but still, if we got like at least 6 people together in person, we could do it with the card variant.
We could too. But
I've
is there anyone else
family
online that
over, and I
has
was
it?
gonna do stuff with them after this.
Nathan, what do you want to play first of all?
What a nerd.
Family over, and I was gonna do stuff with them after this.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we can do it with 5 still.
Get a load of this loser. Do
5.
with family.
5 is the number that you can do it with. I'm sure we can.
I can gift it to somebody and we can play with them.
We'll see. I know. I saw that Twig has a Tabletop Simulator. If you want to talk.
Let's see.
Oh, sure he does.
Yeah, I
Why?
saw it. I
Does
saw
does
it.
Henry have
so
it yet?
Okay.
Because like I looked at
I don't think
Tabletop
Henry's
Simulator
online.
on I'm showing part of my
What was that?
money on Steam right now.
I currently have
I don't know.
blank dollars.
Yep. So let's not go there.
Yep.
But so whenever. Oh, so
Spoiler alert: Hydra's loaded. Anyway, no.
that's such a lie, dude. I wish I was. As I have a $15.11 Visa card sitting right in front of Jacob.
As I have my wallet with my last paycheck in it.
So if
Anyway.
I ask,
Yeah, I'll trade you.
If I asked
$15.11
if you wanted
for
it,
whatever you have.
would you buy
Sounds
it?
fair. No.
It's like I got paid $15.10. You lose. Oh man.
Oh.
Dang it.
If I asked Henry if he wanted it,
You were
would you buy it?
somebody was saying they would gift it.
Rock paper scissors, so you have to give up money.
I ain't buying it for him. What are you talking about? I ain't the one to offer, dude.
Somebody
Ah.
Yeah, it was not me.
I was referencing a very specific person who turned now.
It's yeah, Jacob was referring to a female acquaintance of his.
Yes.
That got Steve going.
Just gonna throw that out there.
What?
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Gentle caress.
What?
What?
You what?
I think everyone is thoroughly confused now.
Yeah.
Yep. Just about.
Hey, she drags you
I
around.
think everyone is thoroughly confused now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably spelled right.
Well, I mean, she does drag me into
Well,
games with her
the ball is in
friends
your
all the
court,
time.
sir.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm into that.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They will just beat you.
Well, the ball is in your court, sir.
You have to read the response there.
No.
Oh my.
Anyway, that was terrible.
God,
But
dude.
Jacob just beat you.
wait, what? Wait, what do you mean?
You had a pretty good response there.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now we're searching for people to play a game with.
Yeah. So I feel like so we can do that after the podcast, honestly.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think that Secret Hitler would be a good game to play around the podcast.
So actually, I want to throw this idea out there next week. Next
He means
week,
it.
Kat won't be on the podcast again. So
No, I'm just
shut
kidding.
the hell up.
No, I'm kidding. Kat, I'm sorry, I did not mean that.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I'd still be
But
down with that.
so next week during the podcast,
From experience,
if possible,
there
we
may
should
or
get
may
like
not be
8 people
yelling.
together for it and play Secret Hitler during the podcast.
Let's do it.
I'd still be down for
I think I like this idea.
Yes.
And
From experience, there may or may not be yelling.
that's fine.
That is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
No, dude, I expect they're yelling, and they're better be yelling.
As long as the people who are
No,
doing
that's
the yelling
Henry.
are certain that they're in a situation where
I
they
just
can
want
do
you
the
guys
yelling.
to all understand
No,
that Jacob's
Henry's
Hitler.
Well, you can
be
make it
honest
Star
here.
Wars themed if we want to.
Excuse me, I'm Stalin.
What?
The game's Secret Hitler, not Secret Stalin.
Well, let's
What are you
change the
doing?
game then.
No.
Make Secret Hitler Star Wars themed. I do have that.
You can be honest.
Please no.
Noise.
What?
We could do that.
What are you doing?
Make Secret Hitler Star Wars themed. I do have that.
Please no.
We're taking this somewhere where it shouldn't go.
We're gonna play Secret Hitler when we play.
Yes.
I think because I don't
We're
know.
not
I
gonna
watched
play-
I watched Total Biscuit play
Yeah,
it, and
that's
I
fun.
literally have been dying to play it since I've seen him play it the first time. So
Secret
yeah.
Mao.
They don't know what that game is.
No. Super.
Mao Zedong?
Yes.
Okay. No, there's a game we played up at college called Mao.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we can't explain anything about it because rules.
Right?
Yeah, you can't even...
I can't even. I shouldn't even have said that. I can no longer play the game now.
Yeah, peace out.
Nice.
I love these rules.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys.
I'm not.
Don't need rules, I can tell you about the game
Wait.
or this.
If I'm thinking of the right game, don't you?
There you go.
Aren't you supposed to explain that
Rules.
whoever wins the round can add their own rule?
I'm not a fan of the game.
Wait. If I'm thinking of the right game, don't you?
And now we all
Aren't
know.
you
Thanks,
supposed to
Nick.
explain that whoever wins the round can add their own rule.
No, you don't have to explain that. You kind of just tell them after they win. That
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I was explained.
And now we all know. Thanks, Nick.
Congratulations, Nick. You can no longer play the game.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
There's like 4 rules that you can tell to people before the game.
yeah, so like it depends how friendly you are.
Yeah.
You could totally tell them that
If the dealer
you can't talk and stuff like that during the rounds.
If the dealer decides to be nice, they can
Yeah.
explain. There are 4 rules that they can explain to you.
But on that note, guys, I think I'm gonna end the podcast here because Steve and Jacob don't know this is attempt number 3 for the podcast tonight. First time I was going solo because no one was here, I killed it when Ryan got here. Second time Ryan and I played Rocket League and my computer shot itself. And then
It doesn't do that
this
often.
is the 3rd time. Yeah, that's surprising. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, we tried fixing it for a while. So we would have been done at like a really long time ago, man. But so I'm kind of done with the podcast tonight, boys. I don't know if you guys are.
I'm glad I showed up at an opportune time to join in like I did.
Yeah, he did. So everyone watching, thank you for watching episode 130 Background Noise. Thank you guys for all for being on, even like Jacob for showing up at my house, I guess.
Welcome, buddy.
Yeah. All right, guys. Goodbye.